Welcome to Sports Nights with Jorge. Tonight we are talking NBA playoffs and NHL playoffs along with MLB scores and more. And now, here's your host, Jorge.
Good evening, fans. Welcome to Sports Night with Jorge. Once again, I'm back. I haven't been back for a while, but I have a lot to cover today. I'm trying to make the video kind of short. Thank you once again, those that have subscribed. Give me the like and the thumbs up. I appreciate it, guys. We're gonna talk about a little bit of baseball tonight. We have a good series coming up. Started yesterday, the Orioles and the Yankees battling for first place. Kind of early. I am an Oriole fan. I am concerned with the Orioles. Pitching, I'm worried about it now. The hitting. I look at the lineup going up and down. They got a lot of 200 hitters in the lineup. I know you got to shuffle things around and make it happen, but it's still a young ball club, early season. The good thing is they beat the Yankees last night 2-0. Great pitching on both sides, by the way. Uh, the most impressive thing was the Yankees enter the game scoring 30 runs in the last two games, and the Orioles pitching shut them down. I'm concerned with the middle relief. I'm concerned with the bullpen. Um, Down the road, it's going to get kind of harder. I hope that we have Batista back. Remember, he's going through Tommy John surgery. So, but let me give you some scores on baseball today and going on right now. The Orioles are beating the Yankees in the bottom of the seventh. There's two outs. Weaver's pitching right now for the Yankees. We have the Rockies beating the Marlins 5-0. Man, the Marlins 6 wins and 24 losses. They're 2-15 at home. So then we have the Tigers actually beating the Cardinals 7-5 in the top of the sixth. Uh, Holton is pitching right now for the Detroit. Then you have the Royals beating the Blue Jays 2-1 in the top of the seventh. Berrios pitching right now for the Blue Jays. Then we have the Cubs and the Mets tied 1-1 in the top of the fifth. We have the Red Sox in the bottom of the fourth lead the Giants 4-0. We had the Twins and the White Sox. White Sox winning that one 1-0. The White Sox is probably the second worst team in baseball. They're actually 6-23. The Marlins are 6-24. So they're battling there on that side. Then we have the Brewers beating the Rays 3-1. Bottom of the third. I'm really shocked with Tampa Bay, man. I'm really surprised. I know they last year they started off the gate pretty good and took a commanding lead in the American League East until the Orioles got hot at the end and took over. Then you have the National beating the Rangers 1-0 the bottom of the second that just started. Then the Guardians beating the Astro 3-0 in the first inning. Also, can't believe the Houston Astro 9-19. Amazing guys. Things that you probably wouldn't seen in a while. But remember, once you dismantle a team and start changing the players, that's what you see, regardless. Then later on tonight, we got the Phillies and the Angels. Braves play the Mariners. Reds play the Padres. Dodgers play the D-backs, and then the Pirates play the Athletics. So I want to be sure that I think there is a doubleheader between Detroit and the Cardinals. So the Cardinals won the first game 2-1. All right, let's look at the NBA. If you're a Laker fan, very disappointed with the Lakers. Unfortunately, I'll be honest, I knew that was going to happen. My question is to you guys, and I'll put a question up later on. Is does LeBron James still has it? I'm actually debating. I love the guy. I mean, he's amazing. He broken so many records. He holds a lot of records in the NBA. But I'm gonna tell you guys, these players get paid, believe it or not, to win this kind of game. When the Lakers started that mini series that they won, like the little tournament in the beginning of the season, we all got hyped, and that's great. That's what fan does. We get hype, but then very disappointed at the end. Don't be surprised the coach won't be there uh, next year. I don't think he's going to be there anyhow. You can't blame everything on him. It's hard to win in this league, but I think the Lakers got too many stars in that team, and I know LeBron. The best that LeBron could do for you right now, even though he scored 30 points in the last game, okay, it's 20, 25 points out of the bench. Keep him with fresh legs. I don't think he could play all these minutes that he's playing right now. When I see the game, I see the Lakers. I mean, AD and him at the end of the court, half court, and they're grabbing their legs, their knee, they're humping for gas. I mean, it's time to go. I don't think the AD side, but then I look at AD, a lot of injuries, guy with the Lakers, a lot of injuries. You know, and hopefully, like I say, wait till next year or wait till actually the end of this year. I mean, see what happens, see what they could do, and what they could pick in the draft or change the ball club. I mean, it's right now. I don't think LeBron. To be honest with you, I think he had a great season. It's time to retire. Now, rumors are out there that LeBron wants to play with his son. I don't know if he's going to be in a Laker uniform or not, but those are the rumors out there talking about that he wants to play with his son, and that's great. I have nothing against that. So let me get you there's some NBA playoffs tonight playing. By the way, we have the Knicks being the Philadelphia 76ers 49-47. That's on TNT in the third with 10:18 remaining. Then in the end of first on NBC TV, we have Cleveland beating Orlando 30-23. The NBA playoffs, like I said, Lakers lost. Very disappointed. I know we all are. We understand that. That's part of sports, guys. So if you like hockey, well, the good news is the Panthers beat Tampa Bay Lightning. Took took them 5 games. They won 4 games to 1. We got Boston tonight, tied 1-1 with Toronto. We had the Islanders losing to the Carolina Hurricanes 3-1. Later on tonight, we have Winnipeg and Colorado and Vancouver and Nashville, starting after I think it's at 10 o'clock. So going back to baseball for a second, if you're an Oriole fan, um, not really seeing the Orioles. Like I said, very young team. Uh, Pitching and hitting right now, I don't think it's clicking. I think the pitching is actually a little bit much better starting pitching. Uh, we don't know the Kramer is going to show up. We don't know the Rodriguez is going to show up. And even though Rodriguez has pitched pretty well, okay, we pick up Burns from Milwaukee. He has pitched. He's been up and down, giving up these runs and home runs. And okay, that's part of baseball. I understand, but this is the opportunity the Orioles could run with that division. I know it's early, very early. Injuries also plug the Orioles. You got Hayes in the disabled list. You got a couple of pitchers in the disabled list. You call the farm club, and then one thing I did saw about Holiday, the actual VP Elias made a comment, which I understand. He's very young. Okay, he's very young. Come to the league, and you have a lot of pitchers. You have to compete. I mean, especially veteran pitchers. I'm excited when he got down here, and apparently they sent him back to AAA, and that's okay because that's when he gets more rep and all that, and hopefully we could bring him back up. But the Orioles, I believe the Orioles should get a veteran hitter, whatever's available out there. I haven't looked on my side, but they need somebody else veteran. I mean, I know they got Anthony Santander, but man, I'm looking at Mullins batting 215. I mean, just their lineup, guys. Their lineup is. I mean, it scares you. Even the Yankees. I mean, don't get me wrong. Their batting average. You be like, what in the world? I mean, these people are not. You know, I think the only guy hitting 300 is Rushman. I mean, Rushman's the only guy hitting 300 in that team. They got Santander 213, Mullins 221, McCann 261, which is not bad. You know, Matt Castle 293, not bad, and then you got Henderson at 291. Then I look at the Yankee side. I mean, they got Wells at 196. The center fielder batting 091, not even a buck. Torres 222. Stanton 235. And listen, these are players getting big money in this league to produce. I mean, it's sad, but that's part of baseball, guys. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about football. Somebody asked me the grade of the Miami Dolphins. Now I know I'm jumping to subject, but like I said, I had the NBA, I had the NHL. Now let me talk a little bit about the draft. Somebody asked me today, how do I grade the draft? And guys, I give the Dolphins a B plus. There's when I saw them, who they picked, they picked what they needed to put on the field. I know Wilkins is gone. Van Ginkel is gone. So you got to look at it in a way that these players hasn't played a game yet. Okay, so they haven't played NFL game. They haven't geared up for this. So I think it's pretty decent what Miami got through free agency and what Miami got through the draft. That trade they did with the Phillies, I think that was a good trade. When I saw that big offensive lineman, the guy, I mean, he's huge, 6'7", 331 pounds. I mean, guys, that's amazing. That is amazing. So, and looking at the Dolphin roster, okay, their roster is really deep. Okay, I believe that they could go as far as they want, but we have to look through injuries and all that, see what happens. So, I know it's hard to replace his players. Uh, you know, we lost Gasicki and the tight end. We lost Wilkins, and Gasicki was a couple of years. Then we had Wilkins this year. Then we have Xavier Howard, who should be cut, and that, of course, save us money. I wish Howard could come back, really, get a pay cut and come back and join us. But we're loaded in the secondary. I look at their roster. We're loaded in that part. Waiting for two contract to get signed. Hopefully now with draft over, I saw the restructure contract, uh, which they give them the 5th year options. I'll restructure. Holland and Phillip. It's a good thing. Or Jaden Waddle. Sorry, Jaden Waddle and Phillip. Holland probably going to get a 5th year also, or the extension also, or a contract. Miami has a lot of work to do. The only thing I'm really worried about the Dolphins that the same thing happened to San Francisco. Their window closed, and if you don't win it this year, this is it, guys. This is it. This is it for the Miami Dolphins. You know. Well, once again, I want to thank all you guys. Like I said, this is going to be a short video. I'm not making it big. It's just a little recap of stuff that's happening in baseball and in the NBA. If your team made it in the playoffs, congratulations. I know my Panthers, the hockey team, made it to the second round. Let's see what happens there. Like I say, when you get to the playoffs, it's a different ball game. It's not the same. The records that you got off season goes out the door. Doesn't mean anything. So I appreciate those that have subscribed, guys. Those that have give me the like button once again. Give me the thumbs up. The only thing I really, really want from you guys, please leave a comment. Let me know what you need me to change. Let me know how can I help you, what information you need about your sports, about your team. Like I said, I'm an Oriole fan, I'm a Dolphin, I'm a Florida Panther, and I'm a Laker. Like I said, once again, in the beginning of the show, disappointed with the Lakers. Uh, I think it's time for LeBron James. And leave me a comment. Do you think LeBron James should stay with the Lakers, or should he retire, or just put him in the bench and come out of the bench fresh legs? Let me tell you something. Lakers competed more this time against the Nuggets than what happened last time. Lakers had 2 games with 20-point lead and blew it. Okay, last night they lost 108-106. Great game. Okay. Then they had the it was the buzzer beater, the one that beat them. Uh, guys, I think Lakers are probably a couple of players away, but injury really hurt the Lakers this year and also last year. So like I said, Laker fan, Dolphin fan, Panther fan. Tell me who fan you are. Tell me who you like. Now here we discuss everything. We discuss Brave, Falcons, any football team you like. Anything you let me know about your draft. If you like your draft, any information you need about your draft, let me know. I look it up. We could talk about it. A lot of teams, and like I said, when they come up with these A's and B's and C's and grade average, I don't go there, guys, because these guys hasn't played a snap of football yet. Now, I believe that these kids should be given a chance because they have a talent, and we should give them a chance to play in this pro sports. I believe in that. And one thing I believe too, I believe in 53-man roster. You have a lot of team out there that I understand you get free agents, uh, get players to put in position to help your team, take it to the next level. But we're not giving these kids a chance. I like Pittsburgh, great pick with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think they had a good draft. I think Detroit. I think Philadelphia had a good draft. There's a lot of teams that had a decent draft. I don't know, but I think somebody told me that the Jets did pick up a last minute quarterback because I was saying who's going to back up Rodgers? Unless they get somebody through free agency or somebody through a trade or a release or a team that release a quarterback and the Jets will get him. Because I don't feel optimistic that Rodgers could play another full season. I'm thinking that the Rodgers reminds me of Brett Favre when Brett Favre went to New York. Guys, I'm not trying to scare the Jets, but that's how I feel. I don't think it's about Brett Favre. I mean, about Aaron Rodgers. Because look what Brett Favre did. Very disappointing. He was uh he went to New York for a reason to take New York to the championship. And I know you got a lot of New York fans right now. They're hyped because they think their team is amazing. Once again, nobody in this league. The funny part. I'm gonna say this: everybody in the NFL right now is undefeated. They're 0-0. They haven't played one game yet. Until you hit the field and you decide what you have, uh, what you're going against, and who you have to battle. That's what you got to look at. So once again, please, those that haven't subscribed, like my channel, please subscribe. Uh, Give me a thumbs up, like, whatever, any comments. I appreciate it, guys. I love you guys, man. I'm sorry I haven't been here in a while. I'm trying to work out an episode and work on different subjects, not work too much because when you add too much to the table here, you got baseball going. Uh, the draft is finally over. You got baseball, you got hockey, playoffs, you got NBA playoffs. Okay, you got a lot of stuff going out there right now. So I'm trying to keep it one simple subject, but yes, we could talk about anything you want. It's an open window here. You can say whatever you want. Once again, thank you so much. Those that have joined in and those that are listening. Like I said, I love you guys. I always have a word of encouragement with you guys. Remember, man, sports is entertainment. It's fun. But the most important thing is going home to your family and love your family. And also have a relationship with Jesus, with God. You know, I'm not judging anybody. I'm not forcing somebody to do something you don't want to do. But you know, we work out there, and it's so difficult when we work out there. What we deal with everyday basis. But you want to go home to your family, to your wife, to your kid. Give them a hug. A smile. Sometimes they need the encouragement. Remember, we are the role models. The parents are the role models. We teach our kid. You know, Another thing I hate bully, and I'm sorry I hate the word hate. Okay, parents, listen to your kids. Take time, listen. Okay, I know sometimes we're busy at work doing stuff, but take the time for your kids. It's very important. Okay? This world, we don't know where it's heading. Only the guy up there knows. But we have to stay positive, encourage one another, love one another, support one another, regardless what the situation is. You know what? Don't run away from fear. Fear doesn't come from God, it comes from the enemy. But always remember this, and I'm going to leave you with this. God gave us the key of victory. You got that key, I have that key. All this and said tonight, love you guys. And once again, thank you for joining in and have a blessed night.